was deaf to the sound of them hitting the floor. People looked at him, though. Raven at first looked confused, and then she looked frightened.
"My God, Ethan, what's wrong?"
Ethan said nothing. There wasn't time. The monster was on the loose, out in the world, preying on other people, on other children. Raven tried to step out in front of him to stop him. How could she know? But he shouldered past her. He moved fast, not quite a run, but close to it, fast enough to catch the attention of every pair of eyes in the shop. As he passed the pastry case, he snagged the knife they used to cut bagels. It had always been the wrong style for slicing bread, with a straight edge instead of a serrated one. But they'd learned as a crew that if you kept the straight edge sharp enough, it would cut anything. The whole rhythm of the shop changed as he emerged from behind the counter with the knife. The old lady with the thermos put it down on the counter and collapsed into a fetal ball on the floor, covering her head and yelling,
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry."
In a distant part of his brain, Ethan felt bad that he'd scared the poor lady. All she'd wanted was a little customer service, but in the readily accessible portion of his brain, he didn't give a shit. Maybe next time she wouldn't be such a bitch. The crowd parted as Ethan approached the door with his knife. He didn't slow as he reached the glass door, choosing instead to power through it as if it weren't there. The blast of autumn air felt refreshing after the stuffiness of the coffee shop, invigorating, head-clearing. Where is he? The shop lay in a suburban strip mall. There weren't many people milling about, but this was lunchtime, so there were more than a few. The monster could only have gone but so far. He had to be here somewhere. He saw a guy from a Subway sandwich shop chatting on the corner with a hot girl from the Quick Quack medical place next door. She wore a checkerboard scrub suit that strained in all the right places. Ahead to the left, a lady in a red jacket carried a takeout order from the ribs joint. You bring your appetite, we'll provide the bib. Beyond that lady, taillights flashed on the back end of a pickup truck, followed by the white reverse lights. Shit, he's getting away. He stopped himself from chasing, though, because he knew that the monster wouldn't be in the pickup. It was too far away. He wouldn't have had time to get that far. Ethan pivoted to look the other way. He stepped around the corner of the coffee shop to look past the drive-through traffic. There he was. The monster walked easily, as if not a care in the world, on his way to the rest of his day. Ethan took off at a run. He'd changed a lot, too, in the past 11 years. His shoulders had broadened, and he'd grown to 6'2". The monster no longer had a chance of holding him down with a hand on his chest and a knee in his belly. The monster had no chance of winning this fight. Ethan ran at a full sprint, closing the distance in just a few seconds. When he was only 10 or 15 feet away, the monster seemed to awaken to the danger and turned. Good, Ethan thought. Get a good look at me, you son of a... The monster led with a punch that came from nowhere and caught Ethan with a withering force just in front of his ear. Light flashed behind his eyes. But Ethan still had the momentum, and the collision took both of them to the ground between parked cars. The monster's head sheared a side-view mirror from its mounts and then pounded hard against the pavement. They landed in a tangle, with Ethan on top in the command position. As his vision swam from the punch and the fall, he knew that quick action meant survival. The monster bucked beneath him, trying to throw him off. The guy didn't seem scared at all. He seemed angry. If he got free, be quick about it. Despite the squirming and writhing, Ethan's...